5 minutes break, okay. Discount, 50% discount. Yeah, but let's meet here in 5 minutes, please. Thanks. And I would like to offer him a gift on behalf of Traders Carnival. Thank you. Hey, real good. Everything, in terms of ends well. I hope it's the
Yeah, it's the beginning.
Yeah, thanks. Have a nice flight. Okay, Abhijit now has. We wish him a nice flight back to Mumbai. Abhijit has an interesting thought, and he's already thinking ahead, forward for Traders Carnival 2013. I'll let him speak about it.
Yeah, the first thing is Traders Carnival 2013 has been hijacked from the state of Karnataka. It will be in Bombay or Pune. So we need volunteers. We'll talk about it later. That is number one. Number two, how many of you know a demo account on NAC website, NAC Pathshala? Okay, whoever doesn't know, go to nacindia.com/np Pathshala. On the main page, you'll see a link to NAC Pathshala. What it does, it allows you to open a demo account, live trading. It's a bit better than paper trading. It is real live trades which are going on in the market. It opened from 9:15 to 3:30. Open an account, trade all these systems. Whatever you have learned here, the winner who gets the maximum returns till 2013 will be entitled to a prize in TC 2013. All the results are recorded, so you cannot cheat. Sorry? nacindia.com, NAC Pathshala is the link. You can search for NAC Pathshala. It starts from 1st November, the trades. Yeah, nacindia.com, NP, under tools.
Hello. Okay, we will put this up on the website also. On the Traders Carnival website, please visit it because that's going to be pretty useful in terms of keeping in touch with all the people in this room. Or some of them have left, so it's good to keep in touch with the participants of TC 2012. We'll put up the link, and Shiva will navigate to. Yeah, see, promotion here also.
This demo account is worth you get a demo account of 5 lakh rupees. Fixed, that is fixed. There is no change in that. So that's why everyone will start with 5 lakh rupees. And then you have to build on it. Yeah, everyone starts at the same level. Where you end is the contest.
So what is can you repeat the?
It starts on 1st November.
Okay, so what is the deliverable by then? How do you become eligible for the
Maximum
discount?
returns. आप स्पॉन्सर करो, नो प्रॉब्लम.
पहले मैं जलंधर जाऊंगा.
To trade in currency, stock, futures, even the US index, it does. Okay, one announcement from my side. I am planning to leave at 8 o'clock. I have a taxi coming. I have space for 2 people. I'm going to Matikere, Yashwantpur. If anybody is going that side, they can join me. You wanted to come, I know, so I have maybe 1 or 2 space more. Indica, I don't know how much. Till now you would have heard many people speak about their strategies. Okay, sorry, can you hear me now? Okay. Till now you have heard many speakers, including me, about their strategies, how to trade, how not to trade, what to trade, when to trade. Leaving all that aside, what I felt interacting with many people here or across my contacts in Dubai or India, many people who are into full-time jobs or into full-time profession, where they want to know how to fit a trading into them, into their lives. So this is one which I want to touch briefly on. And as a full-time worker, our major source of income is our salary or your business profession income. Your whole entire family is dependent on that. Your lifetime goals, your family's future is dependent on that. How to plan for that and how to fit in your trading in with that. These are, as a disclaimer, I would like to begin and say that these are my personal experience and my thoughts based on those. This is not financial advice. I would strongly recommend if you need to do your lifetime financial plan, please consult a financial planner and proceed accordingly. I have a calculator here in the first sheet. When it is circulated, you will get that. What it is there, I will show you. So, how to fit trading into your busy life? Every full-time person, every full-time worker or a professional who wants to enter into the world of trading has to have 3 different lives. A cat has 9, but you have only 3. But you have to work with all 3, not one. Work life. This normally takes 8 to 12 hours a day, obviously. Family and friends. These are your most important part of your life. But the time you give to them are the most squeezed one. That is the first time which you eat upon. If you have to work overtime in your office, your family life suffers. Your friends suffer. This is the time which needs to be nurtured to make it more qualitative. It can be postponed, but should not be, but it is what does get postponed and relegated to weekends. Many people only get to go out with your family on weekend, which is a fact of life. It's not bad, but that is how it happens. Now, between these 2 lives, you want to fit in a trading also. But how to do that? The only suggestion I would give is try to automate this as much as possible so that you don't give too much screen time while you are in your profession. Obviously, the market opening time and your work time will overlap. You can only give attention to one of them. If you try to give attention to both during the work hours continuous, one of them will have to suffer. We can't do multitasking how much ever we like to. This is what I said in pictorial. Your work life should help you drive your trading life, which both together should help you drive your family life. First steps to your financial control. This is where I start how to take control of your finances, not your trading life, your whole personal finances. The first and foremost thing which I have learned is to keep a track of my cash inflow. I know my salary, how much I get. I know how much rent I have to pay, how much my school children have to pay, school fees, other expenses, everything. So beginning of the month, I know this much money I'm going to get, this much I'm going to spend, this is what I'm going to save. That savings part is what I first save. Okay, you guys are here, so you know how to save. I am in outside India. The first thing which I do on my salary day, first thing, the transfer happens back home into my account. Prepare your own balance sheet. List out your assets, liabilities. When does their assets mature? When do your liabilities get due? How much are you paying for them every month? You have to make your own budget. You know your salary, you know what expenses do you have, how do you control them? Can you control some? Can you curtail something? Budget also helps you differentiate between needs and wants. Do I need to explain the difference between the two? That's good. Note down your realistic life goals. What do you want to achieve in your life? Both minor and major. Identify the time required and whether if they can be postponed. Because for the main reason, some of your lifetime goals will be wants, some will be needs, some will be desires. Not like DJ, he has his plan to go to Caribbean. Okay, then the next step, ascertain if with your current savings potential, can you achieve them or not? Relook the list in case there are gaps. Obviously, life goals. Everybody does everything for a goal. All your efforts are directed towards that. You get satisfaction when you achieve these goals, obviously. There are 2 types of life goals, major goals and minor ones. Minor goals could include something like leisure trips, new car, something of that sort. Major goals, marriage, new house, children's education, retirement planning. Minor goals should generally be funded out of your cash surplus. Don't take a loan to go for a Europe trip. You can go, but then you will be the one who will be paying the EMIs. Because the credit funding on these will always put pressure on your long-term savings. Major goals have time to be achieved, and savings can be channeled to portfolio to achieve the same. Building your foundation. This is where you start. Maybe you are in the beginning of your career, or you have missed out. Maybe you want to start. First and foremost thing, insurance. We are all perishable commodities. We don't know when we'll perish. No expiry date. Anytime. Keep your insurance first. I would suggest to go for a term insurance. Avoid ULIPs at any cost because they eat into your initial investment. Go for term insurance to safeguard your family in case of any eventuality. Avoid mixing investment and insurance. I already told. I suggest using mutual fund SIPs in quality mutual funds. There are resources available on the net, value research online, personal FN, mutual fund, Funds India. We had a colleague. So use those to plan. If you don't find satisfaction in any of the recommendations, ask around. Ask me. I will suggest you anyone which are good. Use ratings to select top-rated funds. I already go. And very importantly, spread it around. Don't put everything in equity. You play in equity yourself. You play in futures. You enter only in equity fund market. Suddenly markets are down 20, 30%, 40%. We have seen 50%. What happens to your future plan? Keep monitoring at regular intervals. What regular? Don't look at your mutual fund every day, how much it has gone up. Obviously, it will go up in the same ratio as market. Look at it every, maybe I would suggest twice in a year, once in 6 months. Benchmark it. Benchmark your mutual funds against the peers. Look at how they have performed, not versus the market. Don't look at how much returns HDFC has given. HDFC mutual fund, for example, has given. Benchmark how much HDFC has given versus its peers. Is it giving better than the other? Then you stick with it. If not, then take a decision. Now you have your foundation, you are leveraging it. Once a decent portfolio is built and you are adequately insured, venture into direct equity investments. Then you can venture into futures and commodities, but keep it limited. Remember, futures and equity markets are cutthroat place, and the requisites for survivals are discipline, risk and money management, a tradable system, adequate capital, in the same order. In the same order. De-risk your cash flow by generating multiple inflows. What I mean is, you are dependent on only one inflow, your salary. Try to prepare, try to generate multiple cash flows. Maybe you have a fixed deposit, maybe you have an MIP, maybe you have a recurring deposit which pays you a monthly amount. Something which keeps you a cash flow coming in. I have in the first Excel sheet, a small sheet which I use myself to share with my friends. It's a simple thing. Value of current investments, amount to be invested, which you can invest every month. Indicative rate of return. All the ones in red, you can fill it up yourself. It will change this. So I had, for example, put that I'm going to invest up to the age of 50. I'm going to retire at the age of 60, but maybe I will withdraw only up to 80. After 80, I don't care what happened to me. So it gives you an indicative. 41 years of age, 25 is the monthly investment you are going to make. What is going to be the value of investment when you are going to stop it? And when you are beginning to retire? And what is the monthly withdrawal allowed for you? Remember, this is not inflation indexed. This is at the current value. There is an inflation index. I didn't want to confuse it more. This is the one. I have one more sheet in that which helps you plan for your lifetime goal. You have a goal that you want to buy a house maybe 10 years down the line. You know the indicative amount currently, how much you are going to pay for it. There is an inflation there. After 10 years, if you want to buy at the current price, it will be obviously more. How much do you save? Because the saving which you put now, that also multiplies. You have that benefit also. So here I have made a small spreadsheet. current age, retire by when, what is your lifetime goals, what is your retirement funds calculation. Say you want to retire by 232. So it's all derived by there. It puts the amount here. So if you want to have a retirement corpus of, you are currently having a monthly expense of 1 lakh rupees. To sustain that same thing on 2032, you would require 3,20,000 at the suggested inflation rate. For that, you have to save today 20,879 per month, provided you get that particular rate of return. I have put both 20% in debt and 80% in equity before you retire, because that time you can take risks. Maybe it's not suited for you. You can change the percentages. After retirement, because you want to safeguard your investment, you will put 50 in debt. That's maybe conservative or more non-conservative. You can change it. It will give you an indicative amount so that you know how much you have to plan, how much you can save. Are your lifetime goals realistic or not? This is my motto in life. You work hard for your money, so let it work hard for you. Don't let it sit idle. That's it.
Shiv, this is a fantastic thing which you said, because my firm does something similar to what you did. I'd like to add only one more thing what you said.
Okay.
Each one of us should have a health insurance.
Each one of us should have
Should have a health insurance.
health insurance.
Yeah, even if your company provides you one.
By insurance, I meant both.
Fair enough, but since I said, let me be more explicit by saying that. We all believe that our company provides one, so we do not take one. But with the health costs coming up and with the life expectancy going up, I'll always recommend that we should have one more besides the one provided by the company. Take a plain vanilla one, as you said. You said term insurance, I said cash flow management. So that makes it more, easier for folks to relate to. When insurance becomes a very dirty word, when you say cash flow management, no, it's only English. And again, please have health insurance. Take it from anyone whom you trust, but please have one.
True.
Great, Shiv. Thanks.
Thank you. Here somebody had a question. Sir, Abhi.
So I have one confusion whether how much money one needs to set aside as a trading capital. Like I have a full-time job.
How much money can you afford to lose? Simple, that is the capital. Simple, pretty simple. If anybody disagrees, let me know. Sriram sir. Huh? Trading capital is the money which you can afford to lose. The first principle everybody will teach you in stock market investment is, if you cannot afford to lose the money, don't trade. Done? Thanks a lot.
About for giving this realistic, real life, sharing this information with real life examples. That's very, very relevant to. Oh, yeah, but you have taken term insurance, right? Yeah. Yeah. So those are realistic examples. Meaning you're also walking the talk. Thanks, Shiva. Yeah. Yeah, he's being diplomatic. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, our next session will be on what I consider personally the single biggest and the most important factor to trading holistically. I mean, from a universal perspective, this session I would think is the single most important factor that we need to key in. It's the human element, human emotions are involved, which is why people have started talking about algo trading, computer-based trading, high-frequency trading, HFTs, and I don't know where else, what else we're going to see in future. To all that is to take the human element out of it, both in terms of computing speed, in terms of punching in orders, which computers can do much faster, plus human emotions are involved. How to overcome those possibly. So, and for those you need large amount of capital. People in this room, I don't think, we are looking at that kind of capital, at least, unless we go rob a bank or something like that, which is not recommended. So, here it is, the strategy on trader psychology and discipline. Mr. Sriram has over 20 years of experience in trading the markets. He runs a large firm in Chennai. I was in his office for about a couple of weeks, spending time with his office, with his people, and understanding his systems. And it was a great learning experience. So I'm sure he's going to talk about it, and there's a brief background. You've already seen it on the Traders Carnival webpage. And Mr. Sriram.